Oh my goodness.
You're crushing your boot.
Oh my goodness. It's not what I thought it would be.
You said yesterday I didn't think it'd be fluffy.
I was wrong. I was wrong. Yeah, I thought it would have straps.
Look at the back.
Take your bouquet.
Holy cow. That is not what I thought it would look like. You tricked me.
Gotcha.
Yeah, big time. Holy cow.
You look nice.
Where'd you get that? What is that?
I bought it
When?
on Etsy.
On
You
Etsy?
hear my voice.
Yeah, my voice is pretty gone too. You got that on Etsy?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Why?
I don't look like it's on Etsy. Oh yeah, I've seen that before, Cassidy.
I'm shaking.
Why? Why are you shaking?
You
That's
look really
normal.
good.
Why? Because there's people?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what we do now.
Now?
Ready, set, go.
Surprise!
You look very nice.
Oh, wow. That is gorgeous.
Very nice.
Not what you expected.
No.
No.
You can give him a hug.
Oh, okay.
I was told not to move.
Love you too. Oh, you got a mic? Why
Congrats.
do you have a mic on?
They both do.
Oh,
That
Fancy.
dress is beautiful.
thank you.
The pearl looks nice too.
Thank you.
If everybody could please stand. You guys doing good? All right. All right. Everybody could be seated, please. Welcome, Cassidy and Nick. This is your day. The beginning of your life officially as one. First and foremost, I want to let everyone know that today's ceremony is unplugged, like I've already told you, so let's honor that. The journey you've both taken today begins now. You both committed to share your life. What's amazing about that is you get to share the process with all these folks here today. Your role in this process, friends, is to witness this great event. It's not small, and in a lot of ways, you've modeled them along their life, and I'm going to express that today. For those interested, I'm Powell Williams. I've known Justin and Cindy for a long, long time. Justin, longer than that. I have in-depth knowledge of the Kazemka and Hite clan, going back to war-torn sleepovers, 5 a.m. wake-ups for paper routes, tea parties, and Carol throwing pans of butter at John Brent's. Supporting this family through injuries and illness, specifically costing Ed Hite precious of dollars in the emergency room. He's likely still upset about, and if here today, I would be answering for that. I say in this, the presence of people who here today represent something these two young people have witnessed for themselves pretty much on a daily basis for most of their lives. I see Justin and Cindy sitting right here. I see Susan and Alex. I see Brian McCarthy and Meredith, Gina and Denise, Anna and Damon, Aaron and Tracy, and Carol and Nick. Second parents to me for most of my life. The list could go on. That what these two have been a part of is a community of people who've been married for decades. Carol and Nick, over 6 decades. And yet they asked the divorce guy to officiate the wedding. Now, I'm married now, so I feel like the experience part can shed its way. All right, having said that, so that everyone can kind of follow on the journey that I'm going to take you on today, I will share 2 stories, one at the beginning and one at the end. It exemplifies why the commitment of all those folks that I mentioned should not only be congratulated, but celebrated to the point of praise and modeling for these two standing right here. On a couple's 35th wedding anniversary, they vacationed to Jerusalem. While there, the wife suddenly passed away. The funeral director asked the man if they wanted to bury her in the Holy Land for $150 or fly her home for $50,000. Without hesitation, the loving husband said he would fly her home, not surprisingly. The surprised funeral director asked, "Sir, why would you spend that kind of money when you can have her buried here in the Holy Land for $150? The man replied, "Long ago, a man died here, was buried, and 3 days later he rose from the dead. I can't take that chance." Now, hearing that story, it's not to point out the impending gloom or misery of marriage. On the contrary, for those truly dedicated to each other, like I know these two are, it's to emphasize the journey's going to have its highs, and it's going to have its lows. It's going to have its good with the bad. Much like that roller coaster, where although it may cause the unexpected twist that kind of makes you sick, scared, or uncomfortable, nervous, you're excited and glad when you choose to ride. And especially the ride becomes that much better when you can share it with each other about what you experienced. When these two asked me to officiate, and I have to say, I cried. I did for a while. It was an unbelievable honor. Like I actually couldn't believe it. I get to marry my best friend's son. I knew I was going to be coming off my daughter's wedding, and so this is very meaningful to me, and so that's why I took such time over the last 6-7 months every day for about 2 hours preparing. I immediately wanted to know the perspective of their story and how that story should be told to you folks here today. But I wanted you to hear the story from Justin and Cindy. I wanted to hear it from Susan and Alex. And I think it's important for all of you to understand that journey, specifically as told by them. It was actually incredibly fun. Yes, Susan was first to the response, and I literally could not wait to read it. I was in school, and I put on a movie just so that my class could watch it because I said, this is really important. But Alex, who she said, he's probably not going to get back to you right away. He travels all the time, and he was second. And he actually provided overly detailed compliments of Nicky's character, spirit, and his competitiveness, along with his appreciation of Nick's loyalty to his daughter, essentially always having her six. Quite the compliment from a guy who's got a son that's an F-16 fighter pilot, and he probably has dealt with the F-35 Raptor program, so pretty exciting. Or F-22, I don't know. Something important in the military-industrial complex. And Nick, I got to tell you, it's got to be comforting to know that hearing those kinds of praises from your soon-to-be bride's father is actually impressive. Susan and Cindy recollected the chauffeur duties on shuffling freshmen to date nights. In one instance, Nicky riding along with Susan to Cassidy's soccer game. Now, I mean, come on. Let's give Nick a little bit of praise for that. Riding with the mom as a freshman all the way to a soccer game. Can you imagine that conversation? Additionally, to the dreaded corn maze and haunted house, which I guess is a little bit of Nicky's kryptonite to his character, his reluctancy to be spooked or haunted. Cindy detailed having to remove chicken Caesar salad from Cassidy's menu options at family dinners, and I hear it might be on the menu tonight. But did want to thank Cassidy for overlooking or maybe even noticing Nick's odd affinity for Star Wars. All right, now hold on. Do or do not. There is no try.
Wow, you just made his day.
Now, this quote, I think, sums up this young man. Hearing Justin talk about his son is actually inspiring. Now, this is where I might cry. Justin and I have probably talked on the phone weekly, daily for the last 40-something years. And over the past 25 plus years, I can honestly say, Nick, your dad thinks the world of you and the man you've become. Cassidy, Justin, although not one to really express himself too openly, I would say that he's a bit shy.
Oh
yeah. He did emphasize Nick's commitment to you from day one, which he actually attributes to you. Being that person that was likely meant for him from day one and likely forever. Basically not being ever to recall a moment where Nick ever noticed anyone else other than you. He was always unwavering about his feelings for you, Nick. Susan even used that expression specifically when she recalled Cassidy's unwavering commitment to Nick and his passion for coaching. Willing to move anywhere to fulfill his dream of constantly moving up. I guess except maybe Memphis. Was that kind of maybe Memphis? Yeah, who would want to live there? Nick added something interesting. A soccer game back in middle school time where he claims without a doubt he and his side won. Nope. All right, we've already seen the tension now. No matter what Cassidy says. Now, I was instructed specifically, sorry Cindy, not to mention politics. But knowing me, that's impossible. And this is really important. Cassidy reflected on Nick's successful presidential campaign at Union Mill Elementary School. Thank you. Where he successfully implemented a back-to-school picnic that I think is still in place today. Now that's impressive. Yeah. However, she didn't vote for you. She voted for Jenna, who is a bridesmaid today. Now we have political conflict. Now, let's not take that as a red flag. Cassidy choosing a friend over Nick. Cassidy also highlighted, this is going to be good. Cassidy also highlighted a bloody nose incident that led her to noticing, and as I stand here before you, I can attest, the beautiful eyebrows Nicky has. And man, are they beautiful. All these years I haven't noticed them. I haven't. But I guess the eyebrows, the force, led to a date to 007 Spectre where they became boyfriend and girlfriend, and here we are, 10 years later. I learned in these recollections from these 3 different couples something interesting. They all had what's called the Michelangelo effect. Now, you're sitting there going, the heck's the Michelangelo effect? For those that don't know what it is, it's in essence a phenomenon where one person in a relationship helps the other by encouraging them to be the best version of themselves. Michelangelo viewed his sculptures and his paintings not as creating something new, just revealing the figure that already was present in the marble or the canvas, basically sculpting a masterpiece that's already there. I think all that bundled up should reflect that effect came from somewhere. I happen to know it came from something else, known in 3s. I know it is the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. And this Trinity should be easy to remember. Sometimes Justin and Cindy are going to provide guidance for these 2. Sometimes Susan and Alex are going to interject. Now, getting over Justin, that might be difficult, but they will offer some interjection. Or these 2 may choose to do what they want, which is perfectly fine. I feel that in marriage, if you're grounded in a Trinity, both of the couple's parents and God, you have the foundation to handle anything on your journey. And I know God's going to bless you 2 today going forward. So Nick and Cassidy, this is where we're at. This is the heart of your ceremony. The part of your day where everything shifts. On one level, you're going to walk away and nothing's going to change. Still the same love, commitment, basically the same life you've been building together. On another, something's going to be different. Rather than just a couple in love, you're going to be legally married. And you will have made official vows and promises to each other before God and these witnesses in sacred trust. You guys are already holding hands. That was my next instructions. And so what I'm going to do now is we're going to consent to your vows in marriage. From the moment you first met, to the moment you knew your love was real, to the moment when you decided to make it official, it's those moments that have led you to now. Nick, I'm going to start with you. Do you take Cassidy to be your wife, your best friend, partner for life?
I do.
Cassidy, do you take Nick to be your husband, your best friend, partner for life?
I do.
Okay, you've consented to marriage. Yes. Before these witnesses and God, it's now time to share some vows. Nick, I'm going to ask you to repeat after me. Cassidy, I promise to be your loving husband from this day forward.
Cassidy, I promise to be your loving husband from this day forward.
That was nice.
That was nice.
To love you.
To love you.
To laugh with you.
To laugh with you.
I promise to support you in times of trouble.
I promise to support you in times of trouble.
Rejoice with you in times of happiness.
Rejoice with you in times of happiness.
I like the encouragement. And to always have faith in the journey.
And to always have faith in the journey.
I promise to give you all the love I can give.
I promise to give you all the love I can give.
For my entire life.
For my entire life.
Cassidy, repeat after me. Nick, I promise to be your loving wife from this day forward.
Nick, I promise to be your loving wife from this day forward.
To love you.
To love you.
To laugh with you.
To laugh with you.
I promise to support you in times of trouble.
I promise to support you in times of trouble.
Rejoice with you in times of happiness.
Rejoice with you in times of happiness.
And to always have faith in our journey.
And to always have faith in our journey.
I promise to give you all the love I can give.
I promise to give you all the love I can give.
For my entire life.
For my entire life.
All right. Now that you've stated your vows, which are promises for the married life that you're beginning right now in this moment, myself, all that have gathered in God, are now going to bless those vows and the life of your marriage. The final ritual in a wedding ceremony is to make your commitment permanent and binding. Your rings are the physical representation of those promises that you've made to each other today. They symbolize that sanctity of your marriage and are a reminder of your love. Can we have the ring for Cassidy to give to Nick? Cassidy, this ring is a circle of strength with no beginning and no end and no point of weakness. May this ring be a constant reminder of the promises you have made today. And you can place it on Nick's finger.
Oh, that looks good.
Wow, that does look good.
Get on there.
All right, can I have the ring for Nick to give to Cassidy? Okay. I think I missed something, but that's fine. Maybe have the ring for Nick to give to Cassidy. Wow, pal. All right. Cassidy, this ring is a circle of strength with no beginning and no end and no point of weakness. May this ring be a constant reminder of the promises you have made today. You can place the ring on Cassidy's finger and repeat after me. Cassidy, I give you this ring as a symbol of our commitment connection, and with this ring, I thee wed.
Cassidy,
Okay.
I give you this ring for my commitment.
I might have screwed that up. You know what, though? It wasn't going to go without a hitch. I think we all get the point. We've been here before.
We got it. You're good.
Whew. You know what? My shoe did explode today. All right, your ring exchange is complete. You've made your promises for a married life. You've given your consent in marriage with your witnesses and friends, family and God. And the blessing of love that connects us all, you're now joined together in the most sacred commitment of marriage. May you both be blessed with the life of health, wealth, love, and success. May your love and connection grow exponentially over the years. And may your life together flourish as you walk the journey of it, hand in hand. And now I'm going to tell you a final story. And it's basically to go back to all of those that have been married for decades and why their commitment is so important to you both. They all dealt with the good, the bad, and the ugly for 20, 30, 60 plus years. It wasn't always pretty, but they made it work. And that's commitment and loyalty summed up. It's actually a testament to God and his focus for all of you. God asked Adam, "My son, why are you so sad?" Adam said, "I don't have anyone to share my life with." So God said he would provide Adam with a companion, and it would be a woman. God said, "This woman's going to gather food for you. She's going to cook for you. And when clothing is discovered, she will pick them out. She'll wash them. She'll fold them for you. She'll agree with every decision that you make happily and willingly. She will bear your children, never ask you to get up in the middle of the night with them, or even help raise them, or even feed them. She will take care of everything. She will never nag you and will always be the first to admit she was wrong when you have a disagreement. She will never, ever have a headache, ever, and will freely give you passion whenever you need it." Adam obviously smiled and said, "God, what will a woman like this cost?" God replied, "An arm and a leg." Adam asked, "Well, what do I get for a rib?" And the rest is history. Now, God may have created man before woman, but let's always remember this. There's always a rough draft before the masterpiece, and God wants us to protect that and care for it. And by the power invested in me and God, all the witnesses here, and by everything else that I can provide to you, I now pronounce you husband and wife, and Nick, you may now kiss your masterpiece.
Yeah.
And now I present to you Mr. and Mrs. Nick and Cassidy Kazemka.
I feel a lot like 17. I feel like windows roll down new city streets and cabs. I feel like anything can happen, laughing. You take me right back when we were kids. Never thought I'd feel like this. Like when I close my eyes and don't even care if anyone sees me dance. Like I can fly and don't even think of touching the ground. Like a heartbeat skip, like an open page, like a one-way trip on an airplane.
Most importantly, I would like to kick off by introducing someone very special to our bride, her dear friend Lex. Give it up for Lex.
How we doing? How we doing? All right, we can't get this party going any longer without the wedding party, so everyone rise, get up, give a big round of applause in introducing Nicky and Cassidy's wedding party.
Make some noise.
All right, now the moment we've all been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Kazubka.
Way to show those two all the love in the world. Is one of the most important people today.
All right, so I wrote it down so I don't forget anything. Hey, I just want to say a few words. Justin, Cindy, Susan, and I are so happy each and every one of you are here to celebrate this special day. The union of Cassidy and Nicky. As a father, this moment is a bit bittersweet. As you can imagine, being a dad, watching my little girl grow up from Ladybug to Mommy's Little Lion, where she never let anybody tease Mommy in front of her, to Honey Badger on the soccer field, to now being married to Nicky. So, congrats. And to Nicky, I want to say thank you for always loving my daughter and having her back. It's been very special. You've always been kind, respectful, and thoughtful. And you share some of the same qualities that Cassidy has, like loyalty and determination. Susan and I have been blessed with going through all of her high school years and college years without ever having to worry about who she was seeing. Number one, because it was always you. And number two, you were always a perfect gentleman. So those qualities I spoke, loyalty, determination, the thing about it is you share them, but you have this silent, steely reserve that just commands respect. And I so appreciate that. So for those of you that don't know, Cassie and Nicky started dating in their fall of their freshman year in high school, but they've known each other since they were in 5th grade when they played football during recess. And here we are, suddenly. What stands out most about the bond between you is the kindness and respect you have for each other. You celebrate each other's successes and you lift each other up during challenging times. And continue to grow, not only as a couple, but as individuals. And what fine individuals you have become. So let's raise a glass to Cassie and Nicky moving forward. May your home be filled with laughter, your hearts with love, and your journey with adventure. Cheers. Love you guys.
Y'all give it up for Alex.
All right, good evening, everyone. I'm Maddie, and I have the incredible pleasure of being Cassidy's maid of honor. Some of you were lucky enough to meet me last night. To stand here today and speak on behalf of such a beautiful person means the world to me. We've been best friends since 2nd grade. That is 17 years of shared memories, laughter, tears, countless inside jokes that no one else would understand. My mother always told me that she could tell if I had a good day in kindergarten based if I could sit next to Cassidy on the school bus. I think that stands true today with how she can brighten someone's day with just her presence. From school to sleepovers, from awkward teenage years to the milestones of adulthood, Cassidy has been there for every chapter of my life. She's the person I go to when I'm excited, when I'm upset, when I need advice, or just someone to laugh with about absolutely nothing. But today, I'm here to speak on a new chapter, the one she started with Nicky. And honestly, I couldn't be happier for them both. If I were to build the perfect person for Cassidy, it would be Nicky. Cassidy requires someone with drive, determination. Funny how that word keeps showing up in speeches. Determination, I think that says something. Confidence, unconditional love. It's clear that Nicky checks all of those boxes. They truly are two puzzle pieces that seamlessly fit together. I can confidently say that anyone who has had the pleasure to know them together can see that. Cassidy is so incredibly lucky to have found you, Nicky. To my best friend, Cassidy. You're a spunky, loyal, and a determined person who makes everyone around you better. You have been my rock, my therapist, my partner in crime, and my biggest supporter. And now to see you standing here today, starting this new journey with Nicky, I am filled with so much love and pride for you. To both of you, I want you to continue to cherish the big moments, but also the small, everyday moments. I look forward to witnessing you both continue to cherish your life, be full of adventure, and just endless love. So if everyone would please raise their glasses. To Nicky and Cassidy Kazumka, may your journey together be even more beautiful than the love you share today. Cheers!
Cheers. Y'all give it up for Maddie.
Give me a hug. I got you.
And now help me welcome to the microphone your best man, Daniel.
Mic check, mic check. All right, good evening, everyone. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Daniel, Nicky's older brother, and tonight, his very proud best man. When Nicky asked me to be his best man, I said yes right away. Not just because I love him, or because I get the chance to make fun of him in front of a crowd like this. That's payback for chasing me and Chris around the house and Juan with a damn baseball bat. Thank you, TT. But because I knew it would be one of the biggest honors of my life, and I couldn't be any prouder standing up here in front of you two. Nicky and Cassidy have been together for almost 10 years. I know, when you hear that and remember how young they are, it kind of blows your mind. They met as kids, and somehow, from the beginning, like Maddie said, they just always fit. I got to watch that love grow, from high school hallways to homecoming proposals to awkward family dinners. Yes, Cassidy, I'm talking about when I dropped down and did the splits the very first night she came over, just to make her feel uncomfortable. And all the way through tough stuff that life just throws at people growing up together. Through everything, their love never wavered. It's always deepened. Cassidy, when I first met you, I couldn't wrap my head around you. Between refusing rides home after school with me, and like Pal said, ordering damn chicken Caesar salads for 2 years of their relationship, I really thought to myself, is my family that intimidating? But over time, I got to know you better. You were kind, polite, quiet, and for that, I couldn't be more thankful, because now I've got a sister that can speak with an inside voice. All right. You've always seen in Nicky what I've seen in Nicky. His heart, his stubbornness, his loyalty, in all the best ways. You make him better, and I've never seen him happier than when he's with you. Nicky, you're my younger brother, my best friend, my example in so many ways. But today, when I look at you, I don't just see my brother. I see a man who's ready to be a husband. I see a man who's going to continue building his life with someone he truly, deeply loves, and I couldn't be any prouder of you. Together, you two are something rare. You've already done what so many couples spend decades trying to figure out, and through everything, accepted each other for who you truly, deeply are. Thanks, Cassidy, for being such a good sport about Nicky's Yoda obsession and all his other weird quirks. You've chosen each other again and again every day for almost 10 years. And today, our families couldn't be any happier that you made that choice permanent. Thank you to everyone for being here to celebrate their start of forever. Here's to Nicky and Cassidy Kazemka. May you always be each other's home, each other's peace, and each other's biggest adventure. To love, laughter, and a lifetime together. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
And let the party begin.
Yeah.
Just get it, go.
Y'all show some love to Cassidy and her dad. All right, Nicky, we can't let them have all this.
I hope the days come in the moment that's so fake. Lead you where you wanna go. And if you're faced with a choice and you have to choose, I hope you
such great sports with our...
Word!